Okay, Fadila Technology today brings you another video, which is a forensic analysis on MAC addresses and deep learning. Forensic analysis, or what we call it digital forensic, is the process of uncovering and interpreting MAC addresses so that we can then preserve the MAC addresses in a legally and a defensible manner if they are needed later. Okay, in today's technology, that every company understands that we as a technologist or network engineer, security engineer, cyber security, security analyst, network analyst, we are the people to go to. We are the people that are relied on with our knowledge and expertise and experience. So today we're gonna basically look at how on earth that we are expected to know something that we don't even have in our pocket, we don't even have in our brain. How we're gonna look at today MAC addresses and how digital forensic, okay, and MAC addresses come together. We're going to look at basically the way Fortinet writes its MAC address, the way Palo Alto writes its MAC address, the way Microsoft writes its MAC address, the way Cisco writes its MAC address. How do we know them? Which one is which? How do we recognize them? Are they double column? Are they double digit? Are they 4 digits? Are there dots in between? Are there column in between? Are there dot in between? So how do we know them which one is which? And also, we're going to show you in here how to spoof MAC addresses and also come up with your own MAC address. We know that every company has a MAC address, every company. So let me rephrase that. We know that every device or every network card has a MAC address. And that MAC address has two portions, the company and the card itself. So if I have a card and I got its MAC address and I put that MAC address in a forensic data, right? What we call a forensic databases of MAC addresses, I should come up who the MAC address belongs to. I can also change the MAC addresses by manipulating the digits, one digit before the column. For example, I can change 5 and I can change 0. This will become a completely different company. All right, so we're going to see that. Okay, so which tools are available to us, the network engineer? Because remember that we rely on our expertise, our knowledge, and our experiences. Now, sometimes we are Googling, we are in the middle of a havoc, basically a downtime, all right? And we promise our SLA is 99.999%, but that's not true all the time. Obviously, you know, life is not guaranteed, all right? So what tools we use? Show MAC address table, this is Cisco way. Show IPR, Cisco way. Get system up, Fortinet way. Show MAC address all, Palo Alto way. Show interface management, Palo Alto way. Show interface hardware. I'll let you basically figure out that, guys, okay? Get hardware, NIC or network port X or port 1. This is basically what? Fortinet way. So make sure you type the MAC address the way the system you are on understands the MAC address, not the way you are reading it. Okay, however, that's not true. Some systems read all the MAC addresses regardless of the way you type. All right, as I said, every card has two portions. The company made it and the card itself. So the MAC address is what? MAC address is what? It's basically 48 bits. If you divide by that, you will get what? 6 bytes. If you divide by 2, you got 3 bytes. So 3 bytes identifies the company, 3 bytes identifies the card. And as a whole, it's 12 hexadecimal. 12 hexadecimal, okay? Now here, I only got numbers because this was a virtual machine. And I will show you how this is absolutely becomes all numbers, all right? It shouldn't be all numbers. It should be letters and numbers. So let me now show you how to identify each and every one. Later on, we're going to go and show you exactly how we're going to manipulate the first letter or the first number, okay, and the last number, and we come out complete different MAC address than the one we typed. Right, let's get going. Okay, here, so here I've got 3 different switches. All of them are Cisco switches, okay? And we're going to use basically show MAC address table, all right? So let's say show MAC address table. Oops. All right, blank, nothing there. Same as the other guy. Show MAC address table. Not Mike. Okay, blank. Show MAC address table. I'm typing it here myself. Okay, so now let me ping now something, because there's no MAC address. There's nothing here at the moment. Why? Because there is no session going through this switch. Okay, let me ping the same guy from here and see if I can get something. All right, excellent. Okay, now it tells me I don't recognize that. That means there's no VLAN in there. But let's show you this guy. This guy now has something what? Absolutely. It has the MAC address, all right, AA dot, which is Cisco way. All right. So let's now go back to, no, let's continue. So we got the VLAN, we got the MAC address, this is the Cisco way. So we got 4 letters, dot, 2 letters, 2 numbers, dot, and 4 numbers, dot. Dynamic interface. Same as this guy. We have what? Show MAC address table. There you go. So we have VLAN 20 and a VLAN 20. That this means these two machines or switches, they can see both VLAN 20. And also look at the MAC address. The same. Alright. Look at this. Look at this. That means they are directly connected to each other. So one end is 1500, the other end is 1300. Now, how does that happen? Here are the 2 switches. Can you see here? I go switch 1, I go switch 3, and I go switch 2. So if we now go to one by one, basically we can see which one is which. So switch 1 is connected to what? Okay, so here is switch 1 is connected to what? Switch 2, here's switch 2, right? And what's the interface that this guy has it? This interface on 2, it says, okay, my interface what? 0, 0. And this guy is saying what? My interface is 0, 1. My interface 0, 1. Absolutely. This is the MAC address. Let's now go back to exactly test if this basically meets our requirement, what we're showing you on the slider. All right. So let's see. So here, as you can see here now, Cisco, we've got 4 numbers, dot, 4 numbers, dot, 4 numbers, dot. That's what we go. And that is that we proved that one. All right. Let's go and prove Microsoft one. So we're now going to prove basically the Microsoft way and find out the Microsoft way of reading the MAC addresses. So I got this dumb PC, which is here basically. So let me log in. Say user, and I want to go and find the MAC address of this PC. So cmd ipconfig very slow motion /all. Okay, ipconfig okay. So what's the MAC address? Look at the MAC address. The MAC address is this one. It's the same things that I've shown you here because I have taken the MAC address from here yesterday. So 50-01-00-00-00 0. So this is similar to basically the one we've shown on the screen. All right, so let's go back now and see if this meets the Microsoft way. So as you can see here, we are flipping between the theory side and the practical side, and there's nothing entertaining but to show you this way, so that we read the textbook as well as the expertise side, so that we know exactly how things look on the GUI as well as on the textbook. So you can see now here we have a little bit different, but I mean, sorry, not here, but here, a little bit different. So we've got 50-01-00-07. We've got 07 here. Let's see what we had here, what we had on the other side, on the GUI, because remember this was one machine and the other machine will be a little bit different. Of course, will be different, exactly. They won't be the same. So no two MAC addresses the same. There we go. So we have what? So we have, let me maximize it. So here, let me maximize it too. Whoops. So we've got here, as you can see here, I mean, I wish I could highlight. Okay, so we've got, this is the MAC address. Can you see here? So we have identified Cisco way. We have identified also the Microsoft way. Let's now identify Cisco way. No, sorry, not Cisco way. Palo Alto and a Fortinet way. Oh, just to show you the way, I found a way basically to maximize it because I wasn't reading the topic. So here's the MAC address now. Okay, as you can see, in a clear daylight. Okay, so let's now show you the Palo Alto way. So here we got Palo Alto now. So let's identify Palo Alto, the MAC address of Palo Alto. Show interface management. One of the easiest way basically to identify. So as you can see here, this is the IP address of the management PC, the management, okay, not PC, sorry, the Palo Alto. The MAC, the subnet mask, the default gateway. I got also the IPv6. Now, can you see here the MAC address? This is it. That's the MAC address. Now, why all of this is generating like 50 something? Why? Because we've solved the Microsoft way and we solved the Cisco. They almost like, you know, look like the same. Because this is basically the way the VM. And let me show another one. And let me say show MAC address all. It's basically the way it is. So this is going to be completely different from a normal, how you call it, physical device. Show MAC address, I want to all. Okay, so here as I show MAC address all, and let me see if I can ping this IP. No, because just telephone it, because it's not going to generate anything else. Okay. So as you can see, basically, we still got no MAC addresses, okay? Because we've got nothing connected here. But if I go to the PC and basically let me like, and if I ping that PC that's connected to the Fortinet, I will definitely get something out of here. So I'm going to show you now basically how we're going to spoof MAC addresses and also identify MAC address too. But let me take you back a little bit. Okay, so here we've talked about Palo Alto way and Fortinet way. Okay, we also talked about the Microsoft way and we talked about the Cisco way. So as you can see, we have identified each and we have used each tool to basically find out the MAC addresses. For Cisco, we show MAC address table. For Fortinet, we show MAC address all. We also used show interface management. All right. For I don't have now for Fortinet because the Fortinet firewall is not It's not basically on. Let me see if it's on. Okay, so the Fortinet firewall is not on. Otherwise, I have to log out and go to different lab and show you the Fortinet. But that is how Fortinet basically is showing you what it has. All right. So also, we're going to talk about very soon Wi-Fi. Who invented the Wi-Fi? Wi-Fi was there since 1926, but who invented it? A clue. His name is John. He lives in a continent in A. We left our A there. Not a country. His brain is used by 2 billion devices. Okay? So the next topic will be forensic Wi-Fi, deep learning, network analysis. Watch that video. If you basically like what you've been watching, go to Fadila Techno. We have CCNA, Juniper, CIA, Palo Alto, Fortinet, cloud courses. We also have Microsoft operating system courses, and also we have collaboration software as well. Each course, as you can see, is absolutely something that brings your attention to motion. All right, so let's get going. Let's now show you how to identify MAC addresses, and also a tool that we're going to use later, but I'm just going to make you taste now. Taste that tool. So this tool is called a NetShe. This is the most powerful tool I found. It's called a NetShe Wireless LAN Show. Now look at this. You have all of this available to you. So what I want you guys, go onto your PC, open your command prompt, and basically do this. One of the most intriguing stuff I also found is this. NetShe Wireless LAN Show Wireless Report. This will show you exactly something that you never expect from any other tool. This tool is available to you sitting in your home. You can investigate Wi-Fi regardless of the encryption, the channel, the radio, the promiscuous mode, the transport mode, the fast session mode, the beacon, the probe, the process, authentication, the channel. Something is amazing, amazing. I've used this tool a couple of years ago when I had an issue with the Wi-Fi, and I was absolutely bogged down with dynamic frequency selection, okay, DFS. And I was deploying 26 access points in one company, and the tools that I needed wasn't available to me at the time. I used this report, and it gave me something absolutely awesome. All right, so let's now show you how to identify MAC address, which company, which website will tell you if you saw a MAC address or you see a MAC address. How do you know which company it belongs to? Okay, so this is the website that will allow you basically to identify exactly which website basically that you need to basically find out and which one is which, so that you can see absolutely what is what. Send me something, I don't need it, whatever. Anyway, so basically, how do we know which MAC address from which? So let's go to Cisco basically. So let me see, I want to have Cisco, and I want to say open up this guy. No, this guy. Let me open this guy. So this is Cisco. So let's see, show MAC address table. Oops. What? Very funny. Very nasty. Okay, let me go switch. And I want to connect it to the router. Okay. So no port is available. Run our port. Okay. So let's spin up this guy. And let's say config D interface no shut. Right. And I want to go this side. Config D interface FA no shut. Okay, so both of them are on. Now basically, let me see. So the interface is up. Let me save this one. Show MAC address. Okay. So interface still amber. It won't show anything. Damn. Okay. So let me connect to PC, and I want to basically say connect it. Let me give an IP address, static. Okay. Right, great. Default gateway. Oops, this one. Okay, so let me configure this interface. Config T. No interface, Fortinet. Oops, no. IP address. No shutdown. I've already done no shutdown. So let me ping the PC. Okay. Absolutely. This PC is pingable, so this PC is working. Okay. So now let me go to the MAC address and say, okay, show me MAC address. Absolutely. Can you see here the MAC address? So it's dynamic, and I got two MAC addresses. So one interface is what? So 2, this is the PC, right? Yes, that's the PC. So this belongs to the PC, and this belongs to the router. Okay, I want to copy this MAC address right now. I want to show you how to find the MAC address and how to change one letter, and we come out with something else. So guess what? We come from Cisco. This should be Cisco. What does it say? Cisco System Incorporation. Let me change last letter or last number. First column. We go up. Microelectron. Look this. So just the number. Look at this. It's amazing. So you can see here why people can spoof MAC address and how easy it is. The MAC address now tells me is a technical marketing research. It wasn't. It was Cisco. Yeah, it was Cisco boy. So 01 Cisco, 2 still Cisco, 3. So 1 and 2 possibility. This is Cisco. Oh, sorry, just the 1. Okay, so we're gonna stop here. Now, if you like what you've been reading and what you've been watching, okay, let's show you the honey and the sweets. Honey and sweets, they're all sweet, right? So which one here? So here we have our courses. So we've got networking courses, Linux courses, Azure Cloud. We've got security, cloud security. These are Palo Alto basically, and Fortinet, collaboration, cloud and virtualization, English courses, and also coding. Now here you will see exactly what we promised. What we promised to you. So we got CCNA, Juniper CIA, Fortinet, Palo Alto. Okay, forensic analysis will pass part of these two. Now, mainly, we went into this guy. We've shown you how it is, and the Cisco. We haven't shown you the way the Juniper MAC address is displayed. So, if you liked what you've been watching, go there. Basically, buy a course. CCNA now $299 until September. Okay, so please, before the expiring time, get the course that you love it. And until then, see you there.